Okay, hey, this is my first time ever doing a video like this. It's a Raw review from this Monday. Raw started out with Triple H walking around the back. Then, of course, John Laurinaitis comes up to him and says, "Hey, Hunter, I got your back 100%. You know, I'm behind you. I don't agree with what Brock Lesnar did, blah, 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 you know, blowing smoke, what have you." Then cuts Triple H walking to the ring. Basically, Triple H is saying that Brock Lesnar's a quitter. He quit way back in 2003, or I think that's when it was, whenever he quit. As soon as he got to UFC, you know, he dominated a little bit. Then, of course, he ran into, like what Triple H was saying, ran into some stiffer competition, and there you go, he quit again. Now he's back in WWE. First match against John Cena. Of course, he loses, which that was a hell of a match, to be honest with you. Now that he breaks Triple H's arm, Triple H is after him. Now he quits again. So he's calling him a quitter, saying that he is being, I guess, whatever he is, disrespecting. That's what I was trying to say. I'm sorry, disrespecting people like HBK, Ric Flair, Macho Man, just to name a few. Which of course he is right, saying all that kind of stuff. After that, of course, he's doing his little promo. Then here comes Paul Heyman with, of course, which looks like a lawyer, which that's what it ended up being, saying that Brock Lesnar is suing Triple H for his services, being that he's owed millions of dollars, and that since Triple H, revoked all that, he wants it back. Like, he wanted his own private jet, of course. He wanted Raw named after himself. Just being full of himself like that, which is good for his character, pretty much. Again, Triple H revoked all that, so now he's suing Triple H for the millions of dollars that he's owed. So Triple H gets fed up with Paul Heyman talking, then grabs Paul Heyman by the collar and tie, dragging him around the ring like this, walking around the ring with him, and you're hearing Paul Heyman say, "Don't do it, Hunter, don't do it." And then, of course, he lets him go. Hunter's walking back to the back to go backstage. Then Paul Heyman gets on the mic when he's halfway up the ramp, says, "Hey, Hunter, you not only have one lawsuit after you, now you have two lawsuits. Brock Lesnar's lawsuit and now mine, which is assault and battery." So, Triple H just walks to the back, whatever. The first match of the night it was pretty good. I have to say that. It was pretty good. CM Punk and Santino versus Cody Rhodes and Daniel Bryan, which, if you ask me, Daniel Bryan and Cody Rhodes is a pretty good tag team. They make a real good tag team, actually. Match went back and forth. All four guys got in there. They were, fighting like hell. Of course, you got Daniel Bryan, runs to the back, which, now leaves Cody Rhodes to get into the go to sleep. CM Punk hit the go to sleep good, and got the 1, 2, 3, and that was the end of that match. Then second match, I don't even have to talk about. It was the Divas match. Beth Phoenix and Alicia Fox. I don't even think it would maybe went a minute, maybe a minute and 5 seconds. The Divas division now is it's not what it used to be. I don't want to say garbage, but I mean it's bad. Back when I was a kid, you had Trish Stratus, you had Lita, Molly Holly. Going back to when I was really a kid, people like Alundra Blaze, Luna Vachon, people like that. I mean, they made the Divas division good. They're really missing Michelle McCool. Stuff like that. What they really need back is Karma. If Karma comes back and has a real good feud with Beth Phoenix, that might jumpstart the Divas division again. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not. When it does happen, though, it's going to be a good match. It's going to be a good feud between them two. But right now, the Divas division is just, I turn the channel when they come on, because it's maybe a minute or two at the most. So that's what I got to say about that. The third match last night was Kane and Big Show, which that match was okay. I mean, there's two big guys going at it, so there's going to be messes up here and there. Kane, of course, won by that ugly ass looking chokeslam, which was really bad. That's probably one of the worst I've seen. You know, Kane kind of threw him towards the ropes. I don't know if maybe he slipped from sweat from around his neck, but you could tell as soon as he picked him up, he just dropped him. I mean, obviously something went wrong there because they botched that one pretty bad. But then after that, Kane 1, 2, 3 gets the victory. Then you have John Laurinaitis go to the ring and he's talking to Big Show, telling Big Show, get on your knees, beg for your job back. Basically, that's how you're not going to be fired. Beg for your job back, get on your knees. Then Big Show's trying to, but every time he almost gets down on his knees, he gets back up and he's walking around the ring all mad and not wanting to do it. So finally, Laurinaitis goes, hey, you know, say you're sorry and this and that, and then I'll reconsider. Big Show says, yeah, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Laurinaitis, for making fun of your voice, which actually all the superstars do a good job of that, I gotta say. So he says, I'm sorry, Mr. Laurinaitis, and finally, you know, JL, which everybody likes to call him, is walking up the ramp, he's going back to the ramp, says, you know, I'll reconsider you coming back, or putting you back in, and, you know, pretty much he comes up to the ramp and says, hey, Big Show, I've decided, you know, I'm just going to fire you. You're fired. Going with a little smirk on his face, you're fired. So Big Show's on his knees crying, and I really don't like what they're doing to Big Show. I mean, he's a big guy. He needs to turn heel. That's one thing also. If they turn Big Show heel, that would be tremendous. I would really like that, because he's way better as a heel than a face. He's just, they trash him when he's a face. You don't ever do anything good. So that's it on that. That was a good promo. That took up maybe about 20 minutes, which some of that was kind of wasteful to me. Fourth match, you had Brodus Clay, R-Truth, and Kofi against Ziggler, which is one of the best damn wrestlers in that company at the moment. Jack Swagger and The Miz, which is one of my favorites. Anyways, it was a good match. I'm actually glad they had Brodus Clay in a six-man tag instead of a singles match, because, you know, if it was in a singles, it would go 2-3 minutes at tops. Then that's really ridiculous. I can't stand Brodus Clay anymore. It was cool at first, but now it's just stupid. If you ask me, it's just my opinion. I mean, someone else might have a different opinion than that. Match was pretty good. You know, when you have Kofi in there, and if you have Kofi in a match, it's going to be damn good. He's going to put on a show. Especially same thing with Ziggler. He's one of the hardest working people. He can take a bump like nobody else in that company. You know, the match went on for a couple minutes, what have you. Match ended up being Brodus Clay pinning The Miz, which, you know, it kind of sucked. They should have had, I would say, R-Truth pin, maybe I'd say Swagger, just for the heck of it. But Ziggler needs to be on the upper echelon of the company right now. He could be fighting. If he would have a feud with Jericho, that would be badass. I would absolutely love that. That would be a dream of mine. That would be a dream come true for me to see that, Ziggler and Jericho. But that's just me again. But like I said, Brodus Clay won the match pinning The Miz, and he had kids come in and dance, which I turned the channel when that happened, and I don't care for that. Other than that, the next match was Jericho and Orton, and this was a damn good match. Two of the top in the company going at it. Oh, and Sheamus at ringside. So he's doing commentary while, you know, they're doing their match. Del Rio wasn't there, so he wasn't even involved in it. Match went back and forth. There was some pretty good spots in it. It ended because Jericho threw Orton to the outside. Then Jericho comes to the outside, and you know, he grabs Orton and he throws him into Sheamus. So that gets Sheamus pissed off, and you know, Sheamus and Orton are gonna go at it in the ring. The referees are separating them, telling them to get away from each other, and stuff like that. So that ended that. But that was a damn good match. I really liked it. I enjoyed it. Last of the night was the promo between John Laurinaitis and John Cena. This one was alright. It was pretty good. John Laurinaitis came out first, you know, giving his little spiel, his little speech. John Cena comes out and he's trying to do a funny John Cena. Every time Laurinaitis speaks, he would go, loser, loser, you know, stuff like that, trying to get the crowd to laugh, whatever, what have you. They're going back and forth. Cena's saying, you know, you tried to get CM Punk fired, or you tried to get him to lose the belt. CM Punk kept the belt, so you fell there. You're just walking all over all the superstars, you know, making everything bad. So basically, they're going back and forth, blah, blah, blah. Now here comes Eve into the picture. Eve walks down the ramp, is trying to tap Laurinaitis on the shoulder, saying, hey, you know, I got something for you. And he's telling her, stop, hold on, I'm talking to Tina here, blah, blah, blah. Finally, he takes whatever, you know, she's got a piece of paper, which obviously is going to say something about their match. He's looking at it, you know, thumbing through it. Cena rips, you know, half of it from him. And he's reading it, laughing, ha, ha, ha. So now it seems like their match this Sunday at Over the Limit is going to be pretty much one-on-one right now. The paper, John Cena was reading it, saying that whoever interferes in this match or has anything to do with this match, you know, outside of Cena and Laurinaitis, is going to be fired. So, you know, there should be no interference, nothing like that, no Lord Tin Slide to help him out. Which actually he was not even on Raw today. I'm sorry, on Monday. He was in a match with, I forget his name on Superstars, I'm sorry. But anyway, so yeah, of course, whoever interferes in this match is going to be fired if they interfere. Which I have a pretty good idea what's going to happen. I mean, it was kind of obvious. If you ask me, if you really paid attention, you know, to Raw, you should know what's going to happen in that match. So, you know, overall, Raw, I'd say, was maybe a 6.5 or a solid 7 out of 10. It had its good moments, and it certainly did have its bad moments. But these last couple of Raws were so-so. Hopefully this Raw after Over the Limit is going to be a lot better. Thank you for watching this video. It's my first time doing something like this, so if you like it, comment on it. You know, tell your friends about it. Oh, one of my friends also is doing these wrestling reviews. He does a damn good job, and he knows his stuff. He knows what the hell he's talking about. Look for Super Anthony 210 on, of course, we're here on YouTube. He's got a bunch of wrestling reviews. He's been doing them for a while now. He does a real good job on them. He knows what he's talking about. And also, if you're on Twitter, he's on Twitter also, Homie the Clown 24. Look for that one. And I'm also on Twitter also, Justin0805. So if you're on Twitter, if you're a wrestling fan, look that up. Anyways, I appreciate you taking time to watch this video. If you liked it, subscribe if you want. Anyways, thanks a lot. Have a good night, everybody.